You're standing inside an ancient Egyptian temple, the air thick with incense and whispered prayers. A priest-doctor lifts a linen flap, revealing intricate surgical tools, obsidian knives sharper than most scalpels today. Yet the patient isn't a mummy. They're alive, breathing, healing. How did these ancient experts balance magic, medicine, and everyday cures? We're about to unravel secrets written in papyri, carved in tombs, and preserved under desert sands, revealing a surprisingly modern medical world. Most of us think of Egypt and instantly see mummies. But what about the doctors who treated living people? Their medical world was rich and practical, not just ritualistic. One standout example from the Edwin Smith papyrus tells of a soldier suffering a crushed skull injury. The text doesn't just describe magic words, but gives detailed instructions for wound care and prognosis. The soldier's survival depended on real surgical steps, showing ancient Egyptians had clinical care, not just superstition. Imagine medicine as a cocktail of science and faith, like mixing herbs with chance. Egyptian healers used incantations alongside poultices, believing diseases were part spiritual attacks, part physical trouble. This holistic blend was their way of fighting both body and unseen forces, a mindset that challenges our modern divide between science and spirituality. Here's the kicker: their diagnostic process, observing symptoms, pulse, and responses, mirrors what doctors do today. Their approach wasn't random guesswork, but a methodical system grounded in experience, which means our Western medicine owes more than a nod to Egyptian innovation. Surgery in ancient Egypt wasn't some barbaric guess. It was surprisingly advanced, precise, and practical. Let's cut into the facts, literally, and see how they did it. Obsidian, a volcanic glass, was their scalpel of choice, because it could slice cleaner than many metal blades today. Archaeological digs in Saqqara revealed surgical kits with these knives, hinting doctors performed precise incisions, not just crude cuts. It's like wielding a sharpened piece of obsidian for brain surgery, centuries before anesthesia. Mummification wasn't just for preservation, it doubled as an anatomy lesson. By dissecting bodies meticulously, embalmers, and thus doctors, knew exactly where organs and nerves lived. This direct knowledge gave them an edge over other ancient cultures, enabling targeted treatments and safer surgeries. On the battlefield, Egyptian medics triaged injuries like pros. Records describe categorizing wounds as treatable or fatal and applying immediate care to stabilize soldiers. It's an early version of modern emergency medicine protocols, saving countless lives during campaigns. It's hard to separate magic from medicine in ancient Egypt, but that blend was a feature, not a bug. Their mindset redefined healing itself. Take the famous Hearst papyrus, filled with incantations alongside recipes for remedies. These spells were prescribed remedies themselves, believed to boost the body's natural healing by influencing unseen forces. It's less superstition and more psychology, reinforcing the patient's recovery through belief. Priest-doctors weren't just priests or scientists. They embodied both roles. At temples like Edfu, medical priests combined ritual cleansing with wound dressing, recognizing healing wasn't just physical but spiritual. This dual role blurred lines, giving them authority, and a holistic approach we're now rediscovering in integrative medicine. Their belief in the mind-body connection shows when texts attribute illness to emotional or spiritual imbalance. Treating depression, for instance, might involve calming spells alongside herbal tonics. Long before modern psychology, Egyptians understood healing required addressing both soul and soma, a surprisingly modern insight. Remember that temple scene, the sharp obsidian blade and whispered spells? We've learned those ancient healers combined razor-sharp science with profound spiritual insight. Next time you think about old medical wisdom, try blending your own body awareness with a dose of belief, whether it's meditation, affirmations, or simply trust in healing. Ancient Egypt proves that mindset and method together can change the game. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.